Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new science lesson. Please get your Be a Scientist notebook ready and let's start. We're going to start a new unit, Unit 6, Earth and Space. In this unit, we'll be learning and talking about day and night, seasonal patterns, moon, and the sun and the stars. All right, let's start with page 224. Let's read what we have. Have you ever looked at the night sky? What do you see? Did you see a moon or a star? What question do you have about objects in the night sky? I'm going to show you a picture here and that will help you to come up with a question. Here, we have a poster of a picture for the night sky. So, can you come up with questions related to the pictures? As we see, you can say that you see a moon, you see stars, right? Also, the sun is not there. So we can say any question related to that picture. We can ask questions such as, how many stars are in the sky, right? Or you can ask why we cannot see the sun, or where did the sun go? So we can say, ask, where did the sun go? We can also ask, are the same stars in the sky each night? Do we see the same sky? So this is another question. You can say, are the same stars in the sky each night? So we have more than, and you can come up with any other question related to that picture we just saw. All right, let's read the vocabulary that we will be using it till the end of this unit. Look and listen for these words as you learn about Earth and space. Daytime, phases, rotate, sun, moon, planet, season, nighttime, position, and star. So I'm going to read it one more time. Daytime, phases, rotate, sun, moon, planet, season, nighttime, position, and star. So we're gonna get more explanation for these words when we see them in the different lessons. But we can say, for example, that in that picture we just saw that you saw the night sky, or we can say that it's different than the day sky, it's dark. We can also say that the sun is not there. You can say that you see the moon and we see the stars. All right, let's see next page, page 225. All right, let's meet Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. Do you ever wonder how things like airplanes, bugs, and birds fly? Well, I do. Someday, I hope to be an aerospace engineer. Aerospace engineers design, build, and test things like airplanes, helicopters, rockets, and spacecraft. My dream? To work with other engineers to build a spacecraft that takes the first person to Mars. Maybe someday you'll be on my team. See you soon.
All right. Let's go to over here and see what we have. Emily wants to be an aerospace engineer. An aerospace engineer designs spaceships and other vehicles that help people explore our solar system. Emily is curious about the night sky. What objects do you see in the night sky? Where you live? draw what you see in the night sky, in the sky at night. So this is the picture that what we saw before is, see if I can get it for you again. So this is a night sky. So this is what you need to draw. You need to draw something that your drawing should include the moon and the star. All right, so no sun, no clouds because it's nighttime. All right. So that's for the page 225. Let's go for next page. Day and night. As usual, we see here few friends, they have ideas about something and we need to see which one give us the right ideas or which one do we agree with. All right. Day and night. Which friend had the best idea about why we have day and night? So we have 4 friends and each of them have an idea and one of them that we should agree with his idea. Dave said, I think it's because Earth spins all the way around each day. So Dave thinks that we have day and night because the Earth spins all the way around each day. Binyoto said, I think it's because Earth goes around the sun once each day. Hoshi said, I think it's because the sun goes around the Earth once each day. Remember, one said the Earth will go around the sun, and the other friend said, no, the sun goes around the Earth. All right. Maribel said, I think it's because the sun goes up and down once each day. We need to find out why we have days and nights. So Dave said, one of our friends, Dave, and he said, I think it's because Earth spins all the way around each day. Benito said, I think it's because Earth goes around the sun once each day. Hoshi said, I think it's because the sun goes around the Earth once each day. And Maribel said, I think it's because the sun goes up and down once each day. That's why we have day and we have night. So these are the 4 friends and these are their ideas, but only one that his idea that we will agree with. All right. If you agree with Dave, so you're right. Dave said, I think it's because Earth spins all the way around each day. So yes, Dave, we agree with Dave. All right, now we need to explain why you agree with Dave. We agreed that what Dave said, I think it's because Earth spins all the way around each day. But why this? Because when it's day, part of the Earth faces the sun. And when it's night, when the part we live on the Earth faces away from the sun. So if the part we're living in faces the sun, that's why we have day. And when the part we're living in does not face the sun, because the Earth spins, that means we get the shadow or we get the night. So we don't have the day, we have the night. Let's write this down. So we agree with Dave, and now we're explaining why. I say because. Because it's day when the part you live my part of Earth where we're living faces the sun. It's day, but when it's night, when this happens, it's night when the opposite right away. So when the part of Earth, or my part of Earth, the part that you live, faces away from the sun. Okay, so when the part we're living in a part of Earth faces the sun, that's when we have day. And when we are away from the sun, that's when we have the night. All right. Okay, let's go. Page 227. All right, look at the photo of the sun. What do you observe about the sun and the sky? What question do you have? All right, let's look for this picture. All right, so let's watch the video that help us to understand why we have days and nights, and will help us also to get question for this picture.
I bet you know this is the sun, and this is Earth. This is a sunrise, and here is a sunset. This is day, and this is night. But do you know how the Earth and sun work together to make this change happen? Well, Earth rotates like this, and Earth revolves around the sun. So when your home on Earth is facing the sun, it is daytime. But when your home is facing away from the sun, it is nighttime. This rotation and revolving with the sun and Earth is what makes day and night, sunrises and sunsets.
All right, so now we understood why we have days and night and why we agreed with Dave. All right, over here, look at the picture. Look at the photos. So you see the sun. Yeah, I see some skies in the cloud. We can come up with any question that will help us to later on understand and have answer for this question. So we can say, for example, why the sun, as we see the sun is very low. So we can say, we ask why the sun so low in the sky. Right? Or we can say why we cannot see the stars, or why they aren't the star in the sky. So we can ask this question. Stars, sky. All right. Okay, let's go for next page. All right. How does light affect the length and direction of shadows? Make a prediction. What causes shadows to change? What do you think the shadows change? It's a prediction, means you're guessing. So what do you think the shadows cause the shadows for the lens to change? Could be the direction of the light, for example. If the direction of the light change, the shadow will change. This could be. So can say something. Shadows change as the direction of the light. All right. Over here we have a little experimental little activity. So what we need: craft on sticks, modeling clay, paper, flashlight, and pencils. So you can, if you have these materials, we can do. Other than that, it's okay. So let's see what they do. Put a craft stick in a clay on a piece of paper. So we need or Play-Doh, craft stick. You put it on a clay or Play-Doh, so to make sure it's standing. Then shine a light on the craft. So using the flashlight, and trace the shadow and label it. So when you do it, just trace the shadow and label it. Now move the flashlight to another spot. So you have the flashlight in your hand, move to another spot and then again measure the layer and measure the shadow and trace it and measure it. So see the size and the direction of the shadow doesn't change, remain the same, the length. All right. And over here, when you did it twice, so this is the first time when you have it, you're gonna say that the shadow is long, or when this happened, the shadow is long, when the flashlight shine straight on the side of the pencil or the stick. And then what happened? The shadow changed for the second time. Did it change to shorter or remain the same when the flashlight shine down from the, so when you have it on the side or when you have it on the top of the pencil that you have. I'll try to find a video to help you to do this activity. All right. Let's learn the definition for some words. Not this one. All right. So let's see what we have. Daytime.
Daytime. The time between when the sun rises and sets.
So that's the daytime. It's the time between when the sun rises and the sun sets. Okay, now what happened to nighttime?
Nighttime. The time between when the sun sets in the evening and rises in the morning.
All right, so the nighttime is the time between the sun sets in the evening and then rises in the next morning.
Sun. The star closest to Earth.
So the sun is the closest star to Earth.
Planet. A very large object that moves around the sun.
One more time.
Planet. A very large object that moves around the sun. Rotate. To spin.
So when things rotate, that means it's spin. Okay. All right, so this is the experiment. We're gonna do it again. I'll try to find a video to help you to do this activity, and then here you have to record your data or your information, or what did you observe when you have the light on the top of the pencil or the stick that you use, or on the side. So how your shadow will look like. So what's the length and what direction, and then you can trace it so you can compare. All right, let's see. Communicate. How did you make a long shadow? So again, you cannot answer this unless you watch the video and make this experiment. But we can tell that when the light on the top of the pencil or the stick, it's the light change. So you can make it long or short when you change the source of the light, the flashlight, when you put the light on the top, or when you shine the light on the side of the object that you have. So we can say that the direction, what causes the shadows to change? The direction of the light, because that's what we're gonna see. So draw a conclusion, like, so say what's the main thing you get it, or what's the idea, or what's a conclusion for that we know now that the direction of the light caused the shadows to change. All right, so it gets shorter or longer. It depends on the direction of the light. How am I shining the flashlight on the object that I have? Okay, so that's it for today, first graders. Today we learned about day and time, and day and night, I'm sorry. And then we learned that because the earth spin all the way around each day, so we have days and night. And we saw the video that show when the part we live, like where's my home, it's facing the sun, that's when you have days. But when it's faces away the sun, that's when you have the night. All right, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.